There's money. I need the money. I need money. Now,
it wouldn't be a video about DSP if we didn't start this whole thing off with a nice little financial audit. And there are some other things that I want to, of course, address in this video. And luckily, he pretty much hits every topic that I want to talk about right in a row. So let's go ahead and listen in.
Let's address the elephant in the room. I need the money. Okay, there really isn't an elephant at all. But, you know, I should address it. So, and by the way, a couple contributions have come in. I'm going to shout those out in just a moment because it's pertinent to the topic. I need the money. Yesterday, I came off of doing a very exciting, hype Mega Man Rageathon marathon on Wednesday, and we went into a day of gameplay. Dark Souls, with mods on PC, as well as Killer Frequency. Yesterday was the lowest supported day that I have had probably in about 7 months.
I don't know whether or not that's true. I don't keep track of all the money that he makes, but it's pretty awful, I think, to talk about a $70 day being one of the worst streams that you've had in a while. Makes you sound very money hungry. Also, there are plenty of people who don't make $70 a day. And I know I'm just saying the same old thing over and over again, but if it's not a big deal, as he's about to tell us that it's not a very big deal, then I kind of have to ask, why are we still talking about Wednesday and Thursday on Friday?
Okay. The Dark Souls stream didn't even make $50. The Killer Frequency stream barely made $30. Okay. That's obviously not good. That's quite bad. All right. For one day for me.
He really is lucky that he gets anything at all, and to just sit there and say it's quite bad. I would feel terrible if I gave him like 20, 30, 40, I mean, even $1 really. And he was like, was actually a pretty terrible day for me. I'm not sure if he is aware of how ungrateful a look this is. Probably not.
But the good news is the day before I did tremendously well. The day before I did tremendously well. The day before I did tremendously well. So it's not a big deal, okay? Because my detractors love to make this shit out to be a big deal when it's not.
Well, I think detractors are making it out to be a big deal because despite the fact that you say it's not a big deal, you are continuing to talk about it over and over and over. You were begging all day on Thursday like an absolute crackhead. So it sounds to me, and here we are on Friday, and we're doing it again. So it really sounds like it was a big deal because most people live by actions speak louder than words. All you're doing is saying it isn't a big deal, but you are definitely behaving in a way that very much makes it seem like this is a big deal for you. And I can guarantee that it probably is. It seems as if it causes you high anxiety and places you into panic mode, probably because every time $1 goes into your bank account, you have spent it 9 different ways. I don't know how many times I've been on Twitter and seen TJ Gamebox say, oh yeah, he spent $950, okay? And then you jump over to a duty video where he would do the weekly financial audit. And what did this guy make in tips? Well, $987. I mean, every penny that comes in is like just falling right back out the ass side of the bank account and going somewhere else.
It's totally okay to have a couple days every once in a while where things aren't, going crazy and you're not hitting all your goals.
But you're freaking out every time it's one day. So again, that's this doesn't make any sense, sir.
Obviously, ideally, I wouldn't want that to be.
No.
But it is what it is, okay? So it's all good. No worries there. However, obviously the idea is that we are more often than not hitting the goals, okay, getting rewards unlocked, and doing special stuff. Now, today is the 10th of January. I'm not here tomorrow. So when I come back, it'll be the 12th. FYI, apparently Taco Bell is going to have a bunch of new menu items unlocked. I say unlocked, it's so stupid. They're going to start offering them on the 16th.
It's not all that you say that's stupid, but we won't start there. We don't have that kind of time. So here we are. We are at 60. So he's going to be eating food. This was the day that he got the Venezuelan food. So he's already talking about 70. He will go on to talk about goal 100, which, since he has removed any way that this could potentially fail, he will get there at some point, but he really is trying to pull people along, of course, as quickly as possible. As far as he's concerned, he should be at 62 already today. Ain't it a damn shame? I'm sure we're all going to cry about it, but I have to make a plea here to the dents and the people who unironically seem to enjoy this kind of fuckery. Please, dents, glue sniffers, crayon eaters, everybody out there, do me a huge favor and revolt against another Mexican/Taco Bell DSP tries it. They're just really, really boring. He never really seems to like anything. Please do everything you can to push it in a different direction. I know that all he does is give you folks the illusion of choice, and he picks what he wants anyway, because of course he does. But I beg you, please have this man have a little bit of variety. We're getting to the point where there's just almost no variety in the food anymore. I know this isn't a rant about money, but it's something that sticks in my own side just a little personally. So please do something else now.
Okay, including like a burrito that you dip and a new version of Baja Blast. Like they're supposed to have 2 or 3 new items that are available. So that's an idea for, obviously, DSP tries it. There may be other things coming out, right? But for now, I think that would be like the more prominent one, unless someone else has a better idea. So obviously we want to hit more goals so we can do maybe a DSP tries it next week for the launch of that. The 16th would be what, Thursday? So either Thursday or Friday, maybe of next week, we do a new DSP tries it. So obviously we want to start hitting the goals again. We're at 60 now. We need to hit 70 to unlock that new one. Remember, at 100, it is the return of viewer's choice.
Stop being a weirdo and stop pointing at your camera. Okay, let's move on. And here we are at the 100 goal, where he talks about viewer's choice. Really, it's whale's choice, isn't it? But we're going to pretend, again, the illusion of choice, that people who actually don't give him any money, you're not required to. I guess other people, the little poor people, I guess, will get to choose, what he's going to play for this one. So listen to how he explains people's reward for giving him $15,000.
This is something I haven't done in a very long time. You get to nominate and vote on a game that we're going to try out as a playthrough. Usually we'll do it like 1 or 2 streams, major streams. We'll do, 6+ hours of gameplay. And if it works and if people like it and I'm liking it, we actually adopt it as a full game playthrough that I'm going to do. Every once in a while, it doesn't work out. We've had a couple that didn't work out, but for the most part, they almost always work out. Okay?
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. For your mere donation of $15,000, he will do what he does every day for $300, and he will choose a video game that he has let you think that you have chosen for him to play. And if we all cross our fingers and hopes that he likes it, he'll do a full playthrough for a mere $15,000. So what you have to do is pay him that money, then hope that he likes it, and hopes that he continues to make it a full playthrough. So you're paying for a playthrough from a video game streamer. Let's not get into how ridiculous this sounds, but also know that he will be ready to wage quit whenever he sees fit, because you also have to pay for your reward after you have paid for your reward. And he will tell you that, listen, this ain't personal. This is just business. And yeah, when the games aren't making me money, because this is my business, I'm absolutely going to drop it. So you can pay all the money, choose a game, think it's going to be great. He could play it for a day and then throw that shit in the garbage and not care. So come on, guys. Don't you want to give him a little bit more money? I'm sure you do. Ooh, a victory sip.
So I'm excited for that. I am. I hope that, we hit it and we can do this fun event as soon as possible. I need the money. Now, how do we make that happen? support the stream. Remember, I don't have any advertisements running for products. I don't plug stuff. I don't give you referral codes. There's no, Dollar Shave Club, electric toothbrush, manscaping ads on the edge of my podcast because I don't want that crap on here. I want you here to hang out with me and have a good time.
Let's make one thing very clear. You don't have it right here, but you do run ads. You run ads on all of your videos, and you run ads on your podcast, your live stream, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So you actually double dip on the ads. You put the ads here on the little podcast, again, whatever this is. Then you go on ahead and you unlist it and you chop it up and you make it into videos and you throw monetization on that. So let's be very clear. You don't have a problem with running ads. If you did, then I suggest that the $2,000 or so that you more than likely make in revenue from your views every month, I suggest that you just go on ahead and send that back to Google that owns YouTube. So that would be about 25 grand a year, a roundabout, that I'm just going to go on ahead and need you to send back to YouTube because you don't run any ads and you don't shill anything. You absolutely do. I live stream without ads on my other channel because it's very intrusive to people who are watching you live. I personally feel like it's very intrusive. You throw in some ads on a video, okay, the videos are there, they're not live, somebody can come back anytime and watch it. So we'll start there. Secondly, what's wrong with promoting Dollar Shave Club or some kind of toothbrush or any kind of manscaping or really anything else? You would be giving your viewers, hopefully you would only do this with products that you use and enjoy, and you would be able to share that with them. Hey, check out this website. If you buy something, drop this code in, click this link, do this, that, and it helps support me, and then you get something as well. You do that with your merch. I see a Philomania shirt behind you. Let's not go into how lame that is, but you have merch. So you actually do kind of promote yourself in a way. But the overall theme here is I'm not going to run ads, I'm going to beg. I'm not going to give you access to any merchandise or anything like that. Your reward for giving me the money is not a product. It's watching me eat an hour-old burrito and complain about it like a whiny little bitch.
That's the whole point of my content, not me getting filthy rich on sponsorships, making money. I need the money.
Well, except for your ad revenue and your memberships and your merchandise and all the stuff that you do with Kino. But rest assured, you're not getting filthy rich anyway. And I don't really think that's anything that anyone's worried about. Your revenue is not what it used to be, and it's only really ever declining slowly, but surely. But the thing about it is it's not about whether or not you get filthy rich. It's about if somebody gives you money, you would hope that you would want to give them something for it. Hey, check out these razors. Very clearly, it's not something that you use often enough. I can't really use toothbrush or, whatever it is. You could at least offer them something for their money other than, hey, here's a video game I'm going to play, which is something that isn't special because you do it daily, albeit not very well, or watch me eat this food like a starving raccoon.
Like a lot of other people. So, because there's none of that, I rely on you and your crowdfunding to keep afloat.
Again, if you rely on crowdfunding, then give $25,000 a year that you make from YouTube. You go on ahead and you send that right back to them. Or even better, donate it to a charity of your choice.
So please support the stream today. Unlike yesterday, I would like to bounce back and have a well-supported day.
What's the matter? You already blew through that 700 from Wednesday? It was probably a big day on WWE Champions, wasn't it?
Particularly to end my week, that would be a nice thing to leave here with.
That would be a nice thing to leave here with on my day off. This is like having to pay little Billy's allowance so that he has enough money to go to the movies with his friends on the weekend. This is a 42-year-old grown-ass man.
On my day off tomorrow. So how can you do that? I need the money.
Oh my God. Let me guess, a membership, a gifted membership, a super chat, a super sticker, or a tip? And then we'll talk about Kick, and then we'll talk about merch, and then everything else.
Super chats and super stickers, memberships and gifted memberships on YouTube, subs and gifted subs on Kick, or tips, which can be through PayPal, and anyone can do those. All right, tips, very easy. Just look at the description of the streams, or the panels on Kick has a panel for that, or you could use the tip command in the YouTube chat.
Oh, we know. There is every single link everywhere to be able to support you, baby. It's not transparent at all what you're all about.
If you want the direct link to it, all right, please contribute today. The sooner rather than later as well, because the sooner we hit the goal, I don't have to mention it. We could just relax.
What are you talking about? As soon as we hit the goal, we could relax? You must be on something, dude. Seriously, because if some cuck came in right now and dropped 150, you would pressure them to get you to 300. Oh, come on, we got to hit more goals. We got to hit more goals, you guys. At 70, we get this. And at 80, I'll, fucking stand on my head. And at 90 and 100 and so on. The pressure is never off for these poor dented fucking people who I actually have a great deal of sympathy for, dented as they are. This is really sad and really pathetic. You control the way they talk in the chat, who they talk it to in the chat, who they talk about in the chat, that they're talking to you. If you sit down and no one is saying anything, you bark at them to speak to you. There was one time where you went to go get food and you came back and you were like, what happened? The chat's dead. Everybody speak up right now. I want to see everybody in the chat right now. Like you own these people. Like these people are nothing more than wallets that just hold on to your fucking money for you. Are you kidding me right now? There is never not pressure on these people to like, to subscribe, to become a member, to buy your merch, to go over and do all kinds of shit on Kick. Oh, let's not forget Patreon. Okay, there's all of that too. You are a full-time job and a full-time pain in the ass. You are so needy for validation, for attention, for ego boosts, time, money, effort, energy, and everything else in between. I am here to tell you, you are nothing but a burden to everybody who has the displeasure of knowing you.
And have a good, relaxing, stream together, and not have to worry about, oh, can we hit the goal? Can we do that?
Again, you're going to push them for more goals. Hey, we got 150. Can we hit 3? We hit 3. Can we get 450? Can we keep going and do more and more and more? What are you talking about? You are never not pressuring these people to do just a little bit more.
I don't want to do that. I'd rather just play the game and have a good time. But, this is a business as well as a hobby. I have to push that stuff, and cause and effect, right? I get support. I'm able to keep doing what I love for a living, and you get more content.
Not quite sure that that's cause and effect, but we don't have time to dissect everything wrong with how you English and what was wrong with that sentence. And there was another part of this video I wanted to throw in where Cuckaroony Jinx came into the chat, and the chat was kind of like LARPing and trolling and saying, hey, Jinx, you should support. And this dude got super defensive. He'll donate if he wants to, and if he doesn't want to, then he won't. I think that DSP really worries about people coming into the chat and either giving the whales anxiety or embarrassing them, humiliating them, giving them a hard time. Because I think that he feels that maybe that would deter them from hanging around. And I feel like maybe that's why he's so adamantly, it defends them. But listening back to it a few times, it just honestly wasn't as funny or as interesting as I initially thought it was. So I am not going to go on ahead and throw it into this video. This was really what I wanted to get at anyway, was the advertising and his, of course, worst take. I've never known someone who consistently has the worst takes on everything. If you've seen anyone's video, a bunch of people have him out. His awful, just dumpster fire takes on the wildfires for those poor people out in California. It is wild. Snort Hogan has one. Oh, I don't remember who else, but go check out, the other folks and see what they have going on. I hope you enjoyed the video. I invite you to, subscribe if you want to be notified when I update things, when I upload videos. If you don't, that's totally fine. I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. I hope to see you in the next one.
There's money. I need the money. I need money.